I remember the day I picked up my call up letter and I saw Abia State. I was really very surprised. But I remember that day I just knelt down on the spot to say thank you, Jesus, because I said I would do so. Fast forward to after the camp, I found myself in NCCF family house. And I was like, okay, no problem, it's just for a while because I stayed alone during my internship and I also intended to stay alone for my service year. I had everything planned out. I had money I had saved for my internship to pay for my accommodation. So immediately I started house hunting and it just didn't work. All this while I kept praying God order my steps, give me the right accommodation and everything. For some of them, the price was outrageous. For some of them, the apartment itself wasn't good. For some, the location was too far from my PPA. For some, I just didn't have peace. It just didn't work. I went house hunting to the extent that I literally became a house agent because I'd gone to so many places, seen so many houses. And I would tell those that were also interested, that, okay, there's a place in so and so place I checked out, so you can go for it if you want it. It got to a time where my friends that had also planned to get an apartment, they had all settled down. They were all living family house and were just very few left. At this point I was like, the next house I see, I'll just settle for it because this is like, is it I'm too picky or why is it not just working? So I found an apartment. There was a friend made I met at NCCF family house, and she was also from Delta or Edo, I can't remember. So we just became close and had said that okay, we can actually stay together. She was also house hunting. So when I saw a place and it wasn't so far from my PPA, I told her about the place. She said, okay, let's just go for it because time is running out and all that. And the next thing, I can't remember exactly how it happened, but I know that she went ahead to pay for the apartment and got someone else to stay with her. I believe she may be watching this video now. So I was like, how did it happen that I went to look for house? How am I not the sin again? So that was it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, okay, I'm not doing this again. I'll just stay in this family house for the next 1 year because the frustration was so much. I was always meeting dead ends. It wasn't just working out for some reasons. That was when I decided to stay in family house. And the rest they say is history. Guys, I thought I had a spiritual life. But when I stayed in family house, it took it to another level that I believe that if I had stayed alone or with a roommate, I probably would not have been so committed or so devoted or dedicated to my work with God. And God knew I got married the same month I passed out from my NYSC. So God knew that I needed intense fellowship in that season of my life. And family house was the best place for me. My guys, till today, I call it my cave of Adulam. That place is amazing. I remember the first time our boss carried us from camp to the place. When I entered the environment, it was so, I don't know the word to use, but I would say it had the atmosphere of God. You know, when people have so much prayed in a place and the atmosphere become dense and full of God's presence, and it was just so full of peace and joy. I don't know how to explain it. So that was it. Family house wasn't comfortable, yes, but it was amazing and I don't regret staying there for the 1 year of my service year. It was a year of prayer, a year of fasting, a year of service to God, a year of evangelism, a year of devotion basically, and my life was really shaping in that year. So, what is the take home on this story? Whatever you do, especially as a young believer, pray this prayer: God, order my steps. God, direct my life. And thirdly, God, insist on me. Insist on me is another level. Hey, direction, God can tell you, oh yeah, child, go this way. For some reasons, there are sometimes we just have coconut head as humans and we want to go the opposite direction. But when you say insist on me, God will say, okay, this thing you must do it. That was exactly what played out in my life because God had been telling me that I should stay in family house, but I just did not want to hear it because I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't stay. So I was just like ignoring the voice of God and everything. And I was still going ahead to look for houses to pay. But God insisted on me and made sure that I stayed in family house according to his will for my life in that season. And I'm so grateful for it. If this video has blessed you in any way, please share it to someone that you know will be blessed from this video. And please Subscribe to my channel. Joe, please, because no. Subscribe to my channel and like this video. Drop a comment if it resonated to you in any way. Bye and see you in my next video.